This is what's happened to Cacao. I started with it as a facilitator for inner work, spirituality, processing, connecting. And then I realized this is a connection and partnership facilitator for whatever you want to connect to. You want to connect to your sweetheart. You want to connect to your productive workplace focus. You want to connect to, as you do, being an artist, creative. I started using the Cacao for my own personal work, and then I started using it for sessions. And then came Cacao hiking, and then Cacao group work, and then right after that, Cacao breathwork, Cacao yoga, Cacao ecstatic dance, Cacao kirtan, Cacao sound healing. And they are now all over the world. Yeah. They all of them started right on the porch, right here where we are now. And after that, it moved into the creative world. I learned this early on. I had a gentleman come to the door to buy another block of cacao. And I went, "You don't meditate. What are you using this for?" And he said, "I'm a writer. And the way I like to write is short stories, and I'll take 3 storylines and weave them together in the story I'm writing. When I use your cacao, I've been experimenting with it, and I'm able to hold up to 9 simultaneous stories. That's a 3 times brain expansion for the writer. I've heard the same thing from coders, from people in think tanks. So we started giving it to creative people. I had people write me and say, "Hey, I took cacao into the studio." And everybody in the band and the engineer and the producer all drank the cacao. The track went down in less time with far more magic. We got out of the studio. We saved far more money than the cacao cost. Stuff like that. As a productive workplace focus enhancer, cacao, the first thing it does is it gives you the motivation. You spend a whole lot less time on irrelevant stuff because it's like cacao helps you automatically prioritize everything. So you go through whatever you need to do, especially if it's a deadline, in the order you need to do it, and you don't spend a lot of time on something that's basically irrelevant because you just connect to what really needs to be done and you know. So productive workplace focus, executive decision-making, team-building experiences, corporate brainstorming, group brainstorming stuff, a bunch of people making a film or writing a play who all get together. The cacao takes people out of their individual agendas, their egoic things. And by and large, everyone is able to come together behind the energy of whatever is being done, the project. The individual agendas and egos go down. The ability to cooperate co-creatively goes up. And the energy moves from one person to another. Everybody gets what their individual contribution is. It's out on the table. Other people see it. Yes, that's it. And a cohesive consensus forms out of that. We've been selling our cacao to a bunch of people in sports. I got a post not long ago from somebody that said, "Your cacao has replaced every single supplement I used to use for both energy and motivation before going to the gym." The first time I used cacao, I went into the gym, I put 15% more weight on the machine, and I did more sets with more reps in each set than I'd ever done before. And, this is an experienced, a person who's been using the machines for years and is a bodybuilder and knows what they're doing.